Hey, what's up everybody? We'll come at you here with another video. It's Wednesday. The Atlanta Record Show is this Sunday. I'm freaking jacked. I can't wait. It was canceled last year. So that gave everybody plenty of time to round up all their ammo, get ready, and hopefully it's a huge turnout. And I got a nice stack of stuff I'm gonna trade in with a little cash I've squandered away. And I'm gonna walk out of there with something amazing. But first I wanna show you guys some classic rock titles. Some classic rock titles that I've scored recently. And then I'm gonna show you guys a stack that I finally got finished that I'm gonna throw in on the trade. And hopefully, and I'm gonna tell you guys some stuff that I'm looking for, hopefully that I can find. Let's start right in. So there's some classic rock titles that I've scored. And this is really good stuff. All right, so I'm gonna put some of the better stuff at the end, like I always do. All right, first this one's a classic. I've been spinning it recently. I really like it. I'm not so much a fan of this band, but I am. You know what I mean? That's the Beatles. This is their introducing the Beatles. This is the original '64 on VJ. They say this album is one of the most bootleg albums out there. There's a lot of ways you can tell. First where the Beatles is. Sometimes it'll be above it. That's kind of a bootleg. You won't be able to really see the shadow very clearly of who is that? George. And a few other issues you can tell, also with the Matrix. Man, this is a classic album. It's really good, and good clean copies can fetch you a little bit. But there's a ton of them out there. I mean, but again, one of the most bootlegged records as far as the Beatles is concerned. All right, this one, love this one. This is iconic. I think everybody has this in their collection. If you don't, you need to. And that's the Stones. Sticky Fingers. He's got the zipper. He's got the bulge. This is an original 71 press. Man, I mean, this is great. Brown Sugar, Wild Horses, Can't You Hear Me Knocking? I mean, Keith Richards, he's he'll never die. Keith's gonna be around. Keith's gonna outlive us all. And he said, and Keith says, man, the love comes from the hips, man. Love it. All right, this one I'd love to have a first pressing. I'd love to have a first UK pressing of this. I come across this album all the time, and it's usually a reissue, and it's usually beat to death. When I finally found me a good clean copy in the wild, I got to keep it, and I finally found one. And that's Pink Floyd's The Wall. This is an '82 repress, but it's got the inner sleeves. It's super clean. I mean, the cover's almost near mint, and it sounds great. It sounds great. This is a great Pink Floyd album. Comfortably Numb. I mean, there's just so many banging tracks on here. It's an experience. But I mean, we could talk about Pink Floyd all day. This is a classic album. Really good. Pink Floyd's The Wall. Okay, this is an original copy. I had a sealed copy of this at one time, and I sold it along with a lot of other, about 1,000 other records several years ago when I had amassed a really nice collection over a year or two, and wanted to make some other investments, so I sold it all. I actually had 4. I had 1, 2, and 3. They were sealed. I didn't know what pressings they were. They had the Super Savers stickers on them. So it might have been a 70s repress. Anyways, this is a great album too. And that's House of the Holy. This is a original 73. It's original 73 press. Some of them have the white thing that says House of the Holy. Man, this is a good album. I love Zeppelin's later stuff. This is a really, really good album. All right, I'm gonna try to burn through this quickly. All right, this one, I love this. This is some early Eric Clapton. That's the Yardbirds. Rave Up. This is an original 65 mono. Early Eric Clapton. It's really bluesy. Then it's got some garage sound to it. Really good stuff. Yardbirds. All right, here's another one. I wish I could find an original UK pressing, but man, they go up in value, and it's the same with the last. This is, I find a lot of these that I resell, usually beat to death, but it's a good album. That's Pink Floyd's Metal. This is a 71. This is an original 71 US pressing. Sounds good. Sounds good. Really more psych. Yeah, it's really good. You can see the transition from this, you know, as they get into Dark Side of the Moon, and their sound gets a little different than you know, Piper at the Gates and things like that. So, really good album. Okay, I don't spin this one this much, but it's kind of rare and it's got a little value to it. And I scored it out in the wild, so I thought I would keep it. And that's Motorhead's No Remorse. This is an original 84. This is that leather. This is the leather. Let me see if you can see it. It's got the leather casing. Usually they're beat up. This one's got a little tear, but the cover's okay. Yeah, Lemmy. Lemmy's God. That's what they say. But Motorhead, man, yeah, it's dirty, it's raw, it's fast. If you like Judas Priest, it's kind of got that sound to it, but with the dirtier, Lemmy's voice it's really grungy. That's good stuff. Cool cover too. The originals, not the special edition. My God, man, they're going for like 500 plus. It's unbelievable. Okay, we all see this album. I'm always on the hunt for a super clean one that I could keep in the permanent collection. And it's Fleetwood Mac's Rumors. We've all seen this. This is a, what year is this? This is 77. This is an original 77 press on that nice embossed cover. There's a million of these out there. This one's in the shrink with the original lyric sleeve. Classic album. Anytime you find these, if you sell them, I mean, they sell like that. This is just an amazing album. Reissued to no end. But original presses are starting to get a little harder to find, especially good clean ones, because there's so many of them out there. All right, we're moving right along. This one, I love this. I spin this one all the time. Needs no introduction. AC/DC Back in Black. This one's nice in the shrink with the embossed cover. This is a 1980. This is a RL press. So it's got the RL in the matrix, and I've heard different. You know, I've sold thousands of these, not literally, but I've sold dozens of these that I've come across, and they're usually always beat up. This is the first RL pressing that I've come across, and there is a huge difference in the sound. It's loud. It is loud as fuck. I mean, I've had to turn my speakers down. It's so clear. I mean, it is different. You can definitely tell a difference. I've still never heard the Led Zeppelin 2 RL mix. I know they go up in value. They can cost you a pretty penny, but man, he's got a few pressings out there which is just what they call the hot mix. This thing is loud. It's a banger. Good stuff. AC/DC Back in Black. Okay, this one I've never. The first one of these that I found is a nice clean copy. I never come across these, and that's Queen's Greatest Hits. This is original 81 press. Yeah, it's just a compilation, but it's all their greatest hits. And these can fetch a little bit. You know, these can go up, $30-40 for a good clean copy. But Queen, man. You know, I have no other Queen in my collection. None. Not an original, not a repress, not nothing. This is all I got. So I'd like to find some good original presses out there in the wild. Queen, man. Love him. Freddie, he's the man. Okay, I didn't know to put this one in classic rock. It's not really, it's kind of more folky, but I've been spinning it recently and I'm really digging it. Everybody knows it, everybody should have it. There's millions of them out there. And that's Harvest by Neil Young. This is a 1972, this original 72 press. Come across these all the time, beat to death. This cover is notorious for being very sensitive, is a good word to put it. It's not laminated, it's really soft, so they're really notorious for getting beat up. Happy to have a good clean copy. That's Neil Young. Okay, again, this one, I'd love to have an original pressing, but I don't want to spend that original UK pressing, but I got a good clean US copy. It's not an original, it's a 68, it's a repress, but it's an amazing album, it's an experience. And that's Axis Bold as Love, Jimi Hendrix. This is a 68. Yeah, I mean, this is out there. This is out there. Whew, yeah, it's up there with like, Dark Side of the Moon. It's one of those, it's an experience. You got to listen to it all the way through. The tracks are put in order for a reason. But yeah, this is just a great album. Love to have an original pressing. Okay, these last two are amazing. This one here is a super band. I got 2 copies of these. I got an original, but this one, Captain Beyond. So this is a super band of like, I can't even name it. This is a 72 promo with the 3D covered. Yeah, really good stuff. And I'm gonna sound ridiculous because I don't know off the top of my head. I know there's guitars and there's players from several different very popular bands that got together. God, I'm gonna sound like a moron. But yeah, incredible album. These guys fucking rock. This group is awesome. I also got an original press. Happy to have a white label promo. All right, this one is classic. Everyone should have this in their collection. If you don't, there's something wrong with you. You just need to stop. You need to stop listening to music and stop collecting records. That's Dark Side of the Moon. This is a 73. This is a 1973. It's a second issue. It's a US. I'm sorry. This is a UK. I would love to find a real deal with the light blue background. I don't want to drop $2,000 on a clean copy. But this is, I mean, what else can you say? This is an amazing album. This is it's going to take you through some mental gymnastics. I mean, personally, you can't. This is one of those albums you can't really just play a song. You have to go from start all the way to finish. If you don't, you're really missing out on the experience of this. I mean, what else can you say? Everybody's shown this in their videos and talked about it. Nothing more needs to be said. If you haven't heard it, you got to get out from the rock that you're hiding under and play this thing. Amazing. Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. Okay, guys, that's some classic rock finds that I've had recently. Now, the Atlanta Record Show. There is a Grail there, and it's going to be coming home with me. I know it. I feel it in my bones. So, let me show you guys what I'm going to be trading in. All right, I'm going to take my little suitcase, and I'm going to find some heat, and I'm going to show this to the guys. Say, hey, let's do some wheeling. Let's do some dealing. First I'm going to be trading up is an original Lonnie Smith Funk Reaction. I'm also going to be trading in an original Donny Hathaway in the shrink with the hype sticker. Ain't no junk I'm going to be bringing. I'm going to be bringing that Kiss the Elder. Kenny and the Beach Boys. This is some rare Calypso. This is a sealed record. I'll be trading in the Johnny Little Trio. It's an original on Jazzland. Really rare. We'll be trading in T-Bone Walker, Stormy Monday Blues. This is an original 67 press. All these are originals. I'll be trading in Willie Hutch. Beautiful soul music. Also, Woodstock, Muddy Waters, the Woodstock album. Original on chess. Vampire and the Harpsichord. Little rare Hawaiian private pressing, Ron Tish. Whoop. Really rare Indian folk music, Library of Congress. These are really sought after. We'll be trading in the Motown Christmas album. This is an original 65 or 68 press. Cannonball Adderley. Jimmy Smith. The Temptations. Some Minnesota sound. This is not Prince, but I believe this was produced by Prince. Aretha, Lady Soul. This is an original stereo pressing. B.B. King Wells. This is an original mono press. Marvin Gaye, none, but it's clean. It's in the shrink. Houston Pearson. This is an original. Gene Ammons' brother Jug. This is an original. I believe this is an 89 reissue. Gene Ammons, Jungle Soul. It's all clean stuff. That cool Chevrolet Sings album I showed earlier. James Brown, The Real Thing. This is the original mono press. Ray Charles. This is a 59 repress. Stan Getz, Gary Mulligan. This is a 59 reissue too. Clint Eastwood, Bob Seger 7, and the Live at the Matador with Vince and Bolo. So that's what I'm trading in. Oh, no. I got a few more. I'm also trading in those cool 1947 picture discs, and I got a couple of rare 45s, Presley records, and then I got some Blue Note 45s too. So I'm taking that, a little cash, a little PayPal. I'm gonna give you guys a quick little list of what I'm looking for. I wish I could make better production videos where I could have it up like on the news, and just have it up in the screen. I'll be looking for any Swedish pressing Albert Ehlers. Specifically, I'm looking for Bill Evans' 1957 New Jazz Conceptions. I'm looking for Blaze Foley's original album. Anything on the Tribe label. Don Rendell. Anything on Transition, which is going to be unlikely. Shiki Chen. Anything by Shiki Chen. Original Japanese pressings. I'm looking for Friday the 13th soundtrack, the Blood-Filled record. Woo! Tough to find. Howlin' Wolf, the rockin' chair one. The Invaders, Spacing Out, 1970 Bermuda pressing. I'll be looking for an original John Coltrane Cosmic Music. Any early Lee Morgan, any 1957 Lee Morgan on Blue Note. Johanna Marzi. She was a violinist. Really sought after. I love classical music too. Michael Garrick, anything from Michael Garrick. I'd love to find a copy of Flash, Moving Sidewalks, that pre-ZZ Top band. Man, let me walk up on an original Robert Johnson shellac, and it's clean. Woo! I don't know if I can afford it. Anything early Sun Ra that I can find, and a soul album specifically I'm looking for is the Whatnots. It's on the Rocks. I hope to find something like that, but I can't wait to show you guys. I'm gonna try to make a good video of me going through and possibly the trade and how it breaks down. And hopefully I can walk away with a sweet grail. And I can't wait to be back to show you guys. Probably Monday I'll do it. All right, guys, that's it. I'll be back here with another one. We'll see you.